Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing today? Today I'm going to talk about an idea that I've got for another course that I'm going to run a little bit later on, probably in November time. And it'll be open to everybody and it'll be donation only. But I'm going to tell you all about it on the other side. So I've been doing therapy for a long time with people, and my principal focus has been on helping people to resolve the past. Because when the past is resolved, then the present becomes something you can manage far better. Yeah. So lots of the work that I do is going back and resolving past relationships, whether it be with your parents, whether it be with key people in your life, and really kind of leveling out that emotional baggage, or dropping it. But what I'm aware of is that one of the most important things that we need to do if we really want to move forward, if we really want to get into a better place and move forward in what's happening now, I mean, we've got to get ourselves in the best place possible to be able to ascend, to develop, to become more. What we have to do is we have to let the emotional baggage go about ourselves. The idea came about because I was having a conversation with somebody about the past and about what they were. Okay, and many people, when they look back across their life, they realise they've made lots of mistakes. They don't particularly like the person that they were before, and this is something that I experienced a lot when I was younger, because I had a bit of a dodgy start. I didn't behave very well, and I didn't treat people very nicely. So I would look back on the person that I was, and I didn't like it. I didn't like who I was, and I feel bad about who I was. Now, if we're looking on a kind of a very base level, sometimes it's the best way to look at it, the person that I was all that time ago doesn't exist now. And what I mean is in actual physical way. What happens is every year we change about 90% of our cells. They're renewed. And after 5 years, everything is renewed. So quite literally, the body that I'm in now, everything is not the person that I was. I've changed physically, but also I've changed as a person as well, just as you have changed with every year that passes and every experience that you have. And so by looking back and saying, based on what you've done in the past, saying, I don't like who I am, is an error, basically. But that's on the physical level. That's on the material level. However, emotionally, we still have this link. So the idea of the course is that we work on releasing that, on forgiving ourselves. And it's cliche, isn't it? You just forgive yourself. I used to say to people years ago when I learned the premise of forgiving yourself, I used to say to people, don't be upset about that. Just forgive yourself. Okay? As though it were that easy. And in many ways it is that easy, but you've got to know how to do it. You've got to know how to forgive yourself. The other part of the course is actually understanding the pronouns that we're using. You see, I'm saying you've got to learn to forgive yourself. Right? So self is one kind of part of us, the self. What is the self? But we also say, I don't like who I was. And who is that I? Is I the same as self? Why do we refer to it in two different ways? We don't say, I have to forgive I, but I don't like who I am, or I don't like who I was. So we've got two different parts of us. We're filled with parts. We're filled with parts. But then we've got this when we say, well, I'm talking about, the real me. Who's the me? So we've got me, we've got I, and we've got self. Okay, and we've got other names, other pronouns. like he, if you're a boy, if you're a man, he. Because when you were small, lots of people referred to you as he, him, or the little one. So we have lots of parts of us that we actually feel different about. So part of the course is going to be analysing that. Is not just analysing it, experiencing what the difference is between I, me, and self. Truly fascinating, because you'll find, if you attend the course, you'll find that they are very, very different. And so the question is, who is it that we have to forgive? Is it the self that we have to forgive? Is it the me that we have to forgive? Or is it the I? So that's going to be that's going to be the first part of the course. And then the second part is actually just doing the forgiveness, finding out what it is. And I'll be adding some beautiful things in hypnosis where we're going to end up having our own little workshop within our own selves where we can do this work. So that's the idea of the course. I think it'll be really nice. I'll do it in November, and everybody's welcome. And I would suggest that you come anyway. Even if you take a small amount from it, that helps you. And if you can forgive yourself. Now, if you've completely forgiven yourself already and you've got no remorse about anything, please send me a letter and tell me how you did that. Because that's, I think we're few and far between. Even like the situation that I'm in, I've done lots and lots of work, but I know that there's still bits of me, when I think about it, I think, ooh, and I'm embarrassed. So if you fancy, put in the comments whether you would like to attend. As I say, it's going to be free except for donation only, and it'll be a weekend course. Okay, so I'm quite excited about it. I want to get back into the courses because I miss all of the beautiful people that come and join me. So I'll leave that with you. You tell me if you're interested. Send me an email and I'll get you booked on. Okay. And, there's no limit to it because it's online anyway. It's virtual. So as many people that want to attend can attend. Okay. I love you all. I'll leave that with you. Bye-bye.